actually drafted a letter here to read out loud, but I'll interject and try to keep it lively. Okay, so here we go. How do you cut the enterprise sales cycle in half while improving the closing ratio? The traditional definition of enterprise sales is the sale of large contracts to large companies that have a long sales cycle. Traditionally, the sales cycle can take anywhere from 6 to 24 months to get a decision. So how do you cut the enterprise sales cycle in half while improving the closing ratio? A lot of people come to us for that answer. In fact, we've been training on this methodology now for several years privately. Now we're going to roll it out publicly. Along with that, we usually hear frustration with having to drop price to close, as well as a lot of uncertainty that enterprise sales deals will close at all. And you know how devastating it is when you've worked on something for 6 to 24 months and it doesn't close, and you put a lot of time, energy, and resources in it. So come to this program. We'll cut the cycle time in half. We'll improve the closing ratio dramatically. Also, we'll enable you to find out early on if you never had a chance of winning it anyway. I hate to say that, but gee whiz. If you can find out in a couple of months there's no way you're going to win it, why not just get out of it and go focus your effort on something else? On the other hand, if you have a chance of winning it, this program will help you to improve your odds of winning it quite a bit. So I want to share with you at a high level our process of how to cut the sales cycle in half while improving the closing ratio without having to drop your price. And our enterprise selling process consists of 3 major components, and we train people on it, again, through 6 90-minute workshops. And we call it the Executive Enterprise Selling and Account Planning Series. So the first one we're going to cover is on negotiation and communication skills. So even if you have a great strategy, negotiation skills are still king when it comes to closing the enterprise deal. At the enterprise level, most prospects are players, quote unquote players. In other words, they're skilled negotiators. They've probably gone to courses on how to beat up and negotiate salespeople. So you need to be a skilled negotiator too. So the first 2 sessions of the 6-session series, we're going to train on negotiating skills. And we'll show you some easy but powerful skills and techniques to help you take control while establishing a bond with your prospects. The next 2 sessions, we're going to focus on how to politically map accounts. That is, how to assess who has authority and who has influence. Here many more secrets are disclosed, including keys to identifying and having the most influential person within a target account help you close the deal. You'll learn the 2 keys to having the MI, the most influential person, want to sell for you internally. By the way, if you have set appointments yourself, these 2 skills will dramatically improve the number of appointments you book. So if you set appointments yourself, having these 2 skills will help you to book a heck of a lot more appointments. If you are closing the deals, your sales cycle will be shortened and your closing ratio will go up when you use these 2 skills. Okay, so now we get to sessions 5 and 6. These are all about how to develop your account plan. A lot of you guys may not be doing account plans. You may not be creating account plans. I trained a group of 12 people this morning, and they're selling global accounts. They never develop account plans. This is the first time I ever did training on it. So it's not your fault if you haven't been doing it, but you got to do it. The account profile will train on the process of what's important, why, and best practices to gather that information. The next thing we train on is developing what's called the creating demand plan. So first step in developing your account plan is to develop your account profile. You're gathering information that will be useful to you as you develop your stages of your different stages of your pursuit plan. And those stages start off with the creating demand plan. This is where you develop the strategy as to how to make contact and get to a point where you have a sense of what you're going to sell and how much you're going to sell it for. Following that, we train on the deal winning plan. So when you get to the point where you have an idea of what you're going to sell and how much you're going to sell it for, you've pretty much graduated from the creating demand plan, and now you're ready to enter into the deal winning plan. So we're going to show you how to develop a deal winning plan that gives you the highest odds of winning the deal and helps you to work most efficiently and effectively. Once the sale is made, the next step is implementing what's called the relationship plan. Most people don't have a relationship plan. They jump right from the deal winning plan and they win the deal, and then they go back to their creating demand plan. You need to develop relationships within the account, because when you do that, the likelihood that you're going to win every project goes way, way up. So developing strong internal relationships is key to upselling, cross-selling, selling other locations,